Hello?
He's here! He's here! What's up, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. We can hear you loud and clear. Just make sure my stream is muted on your end.
I just
And
came
we're
to
good
say
to
Yeah,
go.
I muted it.
Perfect. Chat, give
12
it up
hours in here.
for Itcheytwitchey.
I put on my best. I put on my best shirt for you.
I noticed.
So it's some kind of Hawaiian shirt, I think, with some
I like it.
jaguars on and flowers. Yeah.
To be honest, I'm a little jealous, bro.
So, yeah, I took a look at your photos. You did a good job. Oh, better the edit you did.
Okay. So before you do it, make sure you give me the final grade. Give me the final grade at the end. So we'll go one by one.
Sure.
We'll get into the photos. Like, you can give us the story behind it, and then we'll go from there. So
that's basically my plan. Yeah.
Okay,
so you get the full charging in the end then.
All right, so we'll start with the before here. All right, chat, again, this is Itcheytwitchey. Let me give you a shout out real quick, bro, because if you guys are on his part of the world, he streams every now and then. I don't even know when do you stream? Do you have a schedule?
Usually 8:30 to 9 Central European time. Depends on how much time I have and how I get up in the morning.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so he streams, and it's seriously so cool because it's like chatting with a friend. He just talks about his travels around the world, because that's basically what he is right now. Currently, is a full-time traveler. Well, actually, you haven't traveled yet, right?
I'm not a full-time traveler. You're completely lying.
I'm trying to do
actually what I'm doing. Actually, I'm a full-time graphic designer, self-employed, and I was lucky to be able to travel a lot during the last years. And I decided to share all the tons of photos I took on my travels and that are somehow rotting on my hard drives, to share them on stream and actually tell the stories about them. Also the bad photos, of course, not only the good ones, because I want to, like you, I want to motivate people just to go out there and do what they want to do.
Real quick, Linus, you heard that, yeah? I think the mic was just like a tiny bit loud, so I'm gonna adjust the volume because you were kind of like crackling there, Andreas. You're so excited.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's see if it's better. And as we go, just let us know if we need to lower it or not, okay? Okay, so let's start with this. So full-time graphic designer, self-employed, but these shots were taken when you were traveling, when you took the time off to travel.
Yeah. So I think this shot was taken in 2018, New Year 2018 to 19 in Moscow.
Okay.
And I have a small connection to Moscow because my girlfriend comes from Russia, or my fiance. And her father
Where did you meet your fiance?
In Vienna. She lives in Vienna already since 20 years.
Okay.
And she's already full Austrian. She has the citizenship, but still her father lives in Moscow, and her grandmother. And so we tend to visit them once a year.
That's so rad.
And this was actually the first time we went there for Christmas and for New Year's.
This last year, 2019?
18-19.
Oh, 18-19.
Switch from 18 to 19, yeah.
All right. So
yeah, and so we explored the city at night. So this shot was taken close to the Red Square.
In Russia.
Actually, can't remember. Yeah, directly in Moscow, close to Saradia Park, I think it's called.
Okay.
And you see actually here the Moskva River is the river that goes over the water, over the image there.
Sick. I didn't know that. While we're editing it, I was just, I had no idea where this was, whether it was in Vienna or what. I don't know. I mean, I can see it. Maybe I don't, but this building here is like... Interesting.
If you zoom in, you could see on this somehow giant building in the background, you can see the red star on top. So this is kind of UdSSR thing.
The red star. All right.
The shiny,
that's
tiny,
Russia.
shiny red star, yeah, there in the back. So that's
Sick.
that's a typical UdSSR building there.
Okay. All right. So here's the before. He shot at ISO 640 1/100 f4 24 millimeter, and I know I popped in your stream a while ago, and your go-to lens is that 24 to 70.
Yeah, because I don't like to switch lenses when I'm traveling. So with my Nikon, this is my go-to lens from
And
from
you shoot with the
Nikon
Nikon D600, yeah?
Yes, it was actually, I think, the first consumer full frame camera from a Nikon.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was affordable for people that didn't have so much money. So
Heck yeah, I would
And I'm
love
still
to. I would
happy
love to get
with
my
it.
hands on a D600. I saw one for sale for cheap on eBay for like $490, which I think is a good deal for a full frame. Shoot. Okay.
that's a good. Yeah.
So shot this out D600 24 millimeter f4, all that good stuff. All right, and then you had a tripod, or was this handheld?
Straight out of my hand. I usually
Oh.
don't carry a tripod with me when I'm traveling.
Yeah.
Just lightweight.
Well, I mean,
And I
there's
think
there's no
ISO isn't
blurriness.
so high there.
Yeah, it's all pretty focused, pretty done well, pretty
Yeah.
well. So, good job. Okay, so
What was the shutter speed? I can't remember. Tell again.
this is 1/100.
Yeah. So car's still sharp and everything. That was the plan. And of course, when I do shots like this at night and I don't have a tripod with me, I mostly calculate to make it a little bit darker, because you can always get something out of the darks than later in Lightroom or Photoshop or whatever.
Kiki, when
Out
you
of the
say
walls.
travel pod, what you mean? Are you thinking like a Joby Gorilla pod where you can like bend it and stuff like that? Because I'm like, I mean, I just have my tripod, which is just like a standard Manfrotto, you know. Like, what do you travel with, Andreas?
So I travel without a tripod usually. If I would have a travel tripod, I would usually go for an usual tripod, but a lightweight tripod that you can put
Weight on
put
it.
in your bag as compact as possible.
What's the brand that you have?
At the moment, I don't have a travel tripod. I just have a really
okay.
shitty cheap one.
All right, well, easy tripod. I mean, small but sturdy. Would a monopod be something that would work best? Well, I mean,
Yeah, I have this tiny thing here, so I have.
Okay.
I can show you.
yeah, that's. I mean, Kiki, depends on how how tall you want your tripod. Yeah, because I actually use a Manfrotto tripod for my webcam, which is a great sturdy travel tripod. I could extend the legs on it. I can make it really flat. So that's a good travel tripod. But like this one right here, like this one's like a pretty standard one, but it's kind of bulky. So I mean, yeah, I can't off the top of my head. Maybe someone in chat has a good recommendation, but I'm imagining, you know, like those small tripods that you have, Itchy, like you could just set that on like, you know, the railing of a bridge, or you know, on a surface. Then you got some height, right? But
Yeah, and what I usually also tend to do if I need to have a lower shutter speed, I'm improvising. So I put my camera to the ground or on a railing or something and hold it as steady as possible. Even if there's a wall, you can use the wall to push it right against the wall and take the photo, and it removes already some of the shakiness on your camera.
Yeah, and the Joby Gorilla Pod is nice. It's not so much of a baby tripod, but then it also has the ability to wrap around things like a pole or something like that. You can put it in a fence. And so I haven't used one in a while. I used to have one, but then the balls on it got really loose, and so it stopped holding up my camera. And I I would use it with a D5100, so not even with the full frame. So I guess it just depends on the weight of your camera and then
that's something why I don't have a Gorilla Pod, because I'm afraid that the weight of my camera and the lens is too high. I think it could work with the prime lens with the 50 millimeters.
It's
definitely a little bit lighter.
Or like a mirrorless camera. Yeah, that's what I noticed about those ones. Can either get super loose or sticky.
But as you see, the 24 to 70 is quite a heavy thing here on my camera.
Oh yeah, the 24 to 70 is heavy for sure.
It's
a beautiful looking camera there,
maybe thanks. And so maybe the mirrorless is a better option if you want to use a Gorilla Pod, maybe.
Okay, so let's reveal the before and after.
Let's go to the photo.
So here we go. Here's the before, and then here's my edit. Boom.
Don't see it yet, but yeah, I have it here too. So,
Okay,
I like what you did.
Yeah, give it to me.
Yeah, I like what you did. It has a nice contrast. It's really crispy. You got out the details in the sky, not too much that it's too lighted up. And I really like that. There's one thing that I have to mention that I recognized on all of your photos.
Okay, here it is. It's coming.
And the funny thing is, I tend to do the opposite of what you do. Or you did.
Okay.
I think you didn't take a too close look at the curve, because somehow the highlights are a little bit not popping out 100%. You know what I mean? If you take a short look at the curve on top, you see you could have moved or made the highlights pop out a little bit more.
Okay.
Just that you don't lose all the information, but I think that would have been a small thing you could have done.
You can see as I move the before and after slider, like how the highlights here on the tree just get instantly muted and they're gone.
Because I think, especially on the lights, on lights, so lights on actual lights, it doesn't matter if you lose the information directly in the light of the photo. It's important that it still looks somehow naturally, and it's still somehow creates a nice contrast, and you don't lose the color, of course. And I think if you look at your histogram, you see it's really flat if it goes into the direction of the lights.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Boom. It's flatlined. You're waiting for the bat signal to show up, right? Like, imagine photoshopping that in. By the way, guys,
that's the funny thing. That's the funny thing I wanted to mention, because I tend to do it too light. I tend to forget about the darks in my photo. So the complete opposite on the histogram. But it's still really nice popping out. I just would suggest, or my thing always is in my workflow, at the end I finally check again the histogram to see if the lights and the darks are somehow as they should be. Yeah.
And here's the Andreas didn't send me his edit, Kiki. He only sent me the raw file.
From this one, I just saw. From this one, I don't have actually the same photo edited, because I have so many photos I didn't work on. I can quickly send you somehow similar photo from that time of the shoot.
Okay, yeah, just send it to Dropbox and then I will pull it down. I just
drag and drop it there, yeah. Should
and so by the way too, guys, so these with the goal with these is that I completely understand everyone's artistic style is super subjective, everyone's style different. So that's the whole point of this, is I want to hear from Andreas what he would do, and we're not trying to set the standard, but we're just trying to, compare styles and stuff, because I'm already thinking what I can do the next time when I edit, what things I can pay attention to. Okay, so here's Andreas' edit. Not the same exact photo, but same area, same lighting situation, and
I think
clearly
it was
much different.
Was about 20 minutes later I took this one.
Okay.
So you see, when I worked on that one, I tend to do on night shots, I tend to draw the sky more into the blue direction, not into the purple direction.
The water looks so freezing, bro. Yeah, that's the first thing I saw, man. Is the lighting is
nearly
definitely
frozen.
cooler area. You can see right here, it's like more of like a magenta type of tint here versus like a darker blue, cooler.
And nice. You see already, my edit is not as crispy as yours. So I, especially for me, it's with night edits, I'm sometimes struggling a little bit because I want to keep in all the details, but on the same way should still look like a real night photo.
Yeah.
So that's sometimes something I struggle with at night, with night photos.
Okay. Yeah.
So I like it that. Inspiration.
Mikey, thank you so much for the raid and your party of 9. I've got your table set up here at the front. Mikey, party of 9. Welcome in, everybody. Bear, Wave, Foos, throwing up the hypes. I appreciate that, man. It's looking dreamy, Kiki. It is. That's what I see, Andreas. It's almost as if your lens was like fogged up or something. So, I mean.
It was shot through a glass, so there's something that somehow there's a rail that stands out, or a walkway that stands out above the river, and you can walk there, and all the rails there are made out of glass, and there were these Christmas lights, and my idea was I want to shoot through them directly to this UDSSR building.
Okay.
So the framing are Christmas lights there, and I shot it through a glass railing there.
All right. So for those of you guys who just joined, we got Itcheytwitchey live with us here all the way from Vienna, Austria.
Hello.
And he's on live with me today because during the last couple of days, I've been editing his RAWs. He sent me a pack of 6 files to edit from his journeys and stuff like that. So I got to edit them, and then now he's just critiquing me. So all right, Andreas, so we compared those photos. You saw the before and after. Let's save the grade. Well, yeah, we'll go back through all the images, and then you can give me a grade on each one or whatever.
Yes, of course. In the end, that will be the
so next one.
Next one.
All right, so
the
here's
mountainscape.
The before.
I don't see it yet. Now I see it.
Okay, can I wait?
So
let me try and there we go. Okay.
Yeah, so this photo was taken in it's called the, what is it? Schafberg? No, not the Schafberg, it's the Zwölferhorn. It's a very Austrian name. In the Austrian Alps, in Upper Austria.
Okay.
Because I lived close to there. Yeah.
Okay.
I lived close to there, and I used to run up there. I did some mountain running back in the days.
Oh, wow.
And I used to run up there, let's say 3-4 times a year.
Okay.
And had my camera in the backpack while running, which is kind of heavy, but
yeah, I can imagine hitting your back the whole time. Ouch. Okay.
It's totally worth it.
This is a beautiful day, though. Whoa.
It's a beautiful trail, of course, and I like it. What I like really on your shot is that you still see the path going to the back there. You didn't do anything too blurry that you don't recognize it in the back anymore. So you can follow your eye still like it was in the beginning. To the back. So now here's your edit.
Yeah.
And I really like about your shot, your edit, that you improved the depth of the photo. So you clearly see the foreground is really crispy, sharp, and without any haze. Then it gets a little bit more hazy, but still really sunny. And in the back, you have already this natural haze that happens when you look far into the distance.
Those mountains. Like Brian said in the chat really nice just now, he said it's a real dynamic photo, and I completely agree with him, man. Like this is super dynamic. I mean, you got this real nice foreground with the trail leading your eye, and then like this middle ground, and then the back, and then this like beautiful dynamic sky. This was shot on a 14 millimeter lens with f11, 1/125, and then ISO 100. All right, Radical, have a good night.
Have a good night.
You went real wide on this. Is this a 14 millimeter prime or what?
It's 14 to 24 from Nikon.
Nikon lens, okay.
My most expensive lens. So this was really a lot of money I had to put into this lens.
Bro, you're a traveler, man. You got all the zoom, the landscape zoom lenses that you need as a traveler. Yeah, the 11 to 24 or 14 to 24. The what was it? The 24 to 70. You got it all covered, man.
So I tried to cover the full range. So from 14 to I think 400, I have covered everything.
Wow.
Because I also had a big telephoto lens from Sigma.
So what I did on this one, I split this into 3 layers. So I masked in this right here, this foreground, and then I did this part, the middle ground. Actually, I did 4. Did I do 4? No, I did 3. So then I did all the way to the mountains in the back as a layer, and then I did the sky as a layer. Just because like the original image, I mean, that's what I see, this natural separation that I wanted to kind of like manipulate, you know what I mean? Like this foreground, and middle ground,
you got it really nice there. You removed this blue haziness out of the midground. That's very nice, and you put the warmth in there, and you kept the blue haziness in the background because somewhere it has to be, I think.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I have to admit, I watched you editing this. Yeah. I think I liked it more before you put on the presets.
Oh, okay. You like the natural colors?
I think because in the end you put on the presets then, and I liked it more before because it was a little bit warmer, I think. And again here, if you look at your histogram, you see again that you lost or again, you didn't see the lights on the histogram too much, or didn't focus on them too much. Because it again, you have the lights are more a little bit gray, and you lost the highlights a little bit there.
Yeah. And
but yeah, that's also something that can be part of your style, I think.
Totally.
So it doesn't have to be always like it has to be in the histogram, because of course we're creatives, we can do whatever we want.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, you pointing this out to me, like from the other image to this one, and I'm sure in the next 4, like it's really good, because now this is something that I want to be aware of moving forward. And so, and I agree.
And something,
with the colors
and something
too.
You might have already recognized it.
Yeah.
You might have already recognized it. When you zoom in at the 2 trees back there,
these two right here.
Yeah, you got a little bit rough with the masking there.
Ooh,
if you
zoom a little rough there. Yes, I did.
And of course, my eagle eye sees everything.
Your eagle eye.
That's something you don't have to take care of, I think, if you post it on Instagram, because of the zoom factor there, you shouldn't care about that. But if you want to print it, I think that would be a thing that could
that's definitely a good thing. branches and trying to get the background behind it is like the bane.
That's even horrible in Photoshop to mask some things like this.
Okay. Awesome. All right, on to the next one.
So yeah,
This
on to the
one
next one.
I really loved, bro. I like the thing about this one is like you got this beautiful architecture structure, beautiful sky, this awesome curve that just like takes you to, I don't know who knows where, but like my mind is just like, I want to see what's around the corner. So I was really excited to edit this one. Give us the story on this one. This was shot ISO 250, 1/2000, f7.1. And what lens was this? Your 24-70.
Yes. So a little bit of storytelling here. So back in 2017, I decided to quit my job. I wanted to travel for a few months. So I traveled for 4 months.
Yes.
Alone. First time traveling completely alone for me. Oh no. Third time. But yeah, I wanted to challenge myself because I'm not a very outgoing person, and sometimes I love to challenge myself, so I decided to travel alone.
Yeah.
And happily, I really appreciated that my fiance understood this.
Wow, she let you go. How long were you gone for?
So we went together for 1 month to Russia, and then the next 3 months I went to Southeast Asia.
3 months
to explore
traveling.
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane, dude.
And it was so much fun, and I can totally recommend it if you somehow just can afford a flight to Southeast Asia, because keeping up with all the food there isn't very expensive. Just do it and explore there. It's such a nice part of the world.
I've been to the Philippines in 2016, and it was I mean, so affordable, so good. Like, I mean, the Philippines is a beautiful country, but yeah, I can totally see that. Okay, so I see that you sent me your edit, and let me pull that one down first. Let's pull your edit down.
Okay.
So this is
It's
Andreas.
Again a big difference, I think.
Yeah, it will be. This is Andreas' edit here. Everything's okay. The other photo, like you said, wasn't crispy and sharp. This one is crispy and sharp, my friend. Yeah.
Funny thing I recognized here, if you zoom in, I mean, it's lower quality, but if you zoom in, especially on the roof, you will see there's not that strange yellow fringe you have on yours. So I don't know if it's a thing with Capture One that it cannot remove it as easy as Camera Raw and Lightroom removes it. Because your shot somehow happened to get this yellow greenish fringe there. Yeah.
Okay, let's bring that up. So here's the raw, and here is my edit. Okay, let me switch to the viewer real quick. All right, so let's go to the roof, and let's try and see this yellow fringe.
Yeah. And what I really like on yours, it's again this style with really crispy sharp, popping out the details, especially in the clouds. It's really dramatic on yours.
Chat, what do you think? We got to get an emote that says crispy, because we say crispy a lot in this stream. I like it. We got to get something crispy. Maybe it'll be like a Rice Krispie kernel or something like that, and it'll say crispy. Okay. I love it. Okay. Go for it.
Yeah, and on yours it really looks like Stairway to Heaven, because somehow the stairs are a little bit darker, and then the sunlight comes up and you go into the light up there. Also from left upper top, it gets lighter to the stairway. So yours is really Stairway to Heaven. I like that.
One thing that I try to do, like when I edit, is if there is shadow, I try and tend to keep the shadow there, like, or even I'll maybe even dark it some more, because like this right here, if there's highlight, I'm gonna let it be highlighted. You know what I mean? Because like my first instinct will be like, oh, I want to lighten it up so I can see everything, but then when I'm thinking about it, like if something's casting a shadow, then the thing that's in the shadow should be shadow. And so I guess like in that style, and so I know that's situational. Sometimes when you edit, you're not even aware of it sometimes as you go through, but for this one, I guess I did this last week, so I'm pretty sure I was kind of like, okay, I want to make sure that I capture that. And then, so for all the images, I will say this, Andreas, especially for trying out Capture One, I went ham on the presets, okay? I went ham on them. So I did like 2 to 3 presets in image just because I could, okay? Just for the fun of it, I applied 2 different types of presets to each image. So like for this one, I did a layer mask and I did it of the clouds. So that was a Fuji one, I think. And then I did a preset layer for this. And I just went for it to see if I can make it work, to see if it's, whatever. Because I never did it in Lightroom. So I just wanted to try it out. So, but yeah.
I really like this because I also do this on my stream often. And when I work in Photoshop, I experiment with different things because you actually never know what you could do with these presets.
Have a good day, man. Thank you for being here, Tice. I appreciate it. I'll see you in Minecraft, huh?
Have a great day. Okay. So I tend to experiment a lot with some presets in Lumina, for example, that can help me to develop my photo. If I don't like it, I just throw it away, and if I like it, I just add it to some parts of the image. So I don't like it to add presets to the whole image. It's always just for some parts, and I think that's what you did too. Because why not using it? It helps you for your editing. Yeah,
and one thing too that I noticed, and what I try to do was, so on your edit that you did here, on the whites here, what I try to do is I desaturated the blues. So when I layer masked, I did the clouds, and then the white, of course, is going to reflect the sky, right? And so that's kind of one thing I did in this layer. I took the blues out so it didn't really reflect, which I'm sure in person you'll see the blues or whatever, but I took that out, so that's why it looks really like there's like a staunch white look to it. So that was one thing I noticed with your edit. I was like, oh, he left the blues in. That's cool. But yeah.
So we see again, I tend to go a little bit lighter, and you tend to really improve the contrast in there, and I really like this style too.
Sweet.
Especially, I think it can be really, or it is really natural, because I think it was about lunchtime there, so sun is on top, and the shadows are really hard, so it's really natural like this. Maybe the clouds are a little bit over sharpened.
How did I do on my histogram there?
That's okay here, I think. I just recognized that you got in a hurry with the roof, with the masking there, so you were a little bit lazy there.
Yeah.
So you see these white borders around them.
Well, thank you.
But overall, good job.
Gee. All right, let's hit this next one. This next one I did, and it was a pain. And anyways,
it was a joy watching that. It was fun watching that.
Do you have an edit of this one too?
No.
Okay, cool. So here's the before. You can see how rigid these are. Okay, so doing a layer mask on this thing, I know you could do a piece of cake in Photoshop, but the whole point of Capture One and Lightroom for me is I want to stay in one program. So stubborn me, Capture One actually is huge improvement for me to be able to add the layer feature. So I went for it, made that layer mask on the sky, and then I was gonna do a layer mask here on the temple itself. But with all these edges, and then I didn't have enough time, so I just did the foreground as one layer mask. And I don't know. You be the judge. Here we go. So here is the before, and now here is the after. Dude, what up, Shu? What's up, man? Shu, we got Andreas here from Austria. He sent me
hello, Shu.
He sent me 5 RAWs from his travels, and he let me edit them. So now he's roasting me. Not a roast, but he's pointing a lot of good things that he caught on how I edited his photos. So real fun. Okay, so here's the before, and now here is the after. All right, Shu. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
So it's really nice to see how much effort you put into the masking of the sky. It was fun watching that.
Let me pull that up here. Let's see. Foreground. Look at that mask job.
Still don't see it. Wait a second. It's a little bit delayed. Now I see it. Yeah, Sky. That's a really good job. But you were so concentrated on masking that one that you didn't see the sensor dust in the sky.
Oh, dude, I saw that, and I was gonna get to it. I never use a spot removal on this. Let me see.
Yeah. These are excuses now.
Oh, there you go, sir. There you go, Teach. Oh, it's still there, but whatever. You love to see this in black and white.
And now it's too late. I have already handed in the photos, so judging is already done.
Too late now. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Grill me, sir. Grill me.
Besides of this, I really like what you did there. I recognized that the bush on the left is a little bit really unnaturally contrasty. So if you go down to the bush, it's somehow weird, dark. The green is not so natural and everything. I think this happened maybe with the preset you added.
Yeah. Bush was unloved. We left the bush unloved.
Yeah, it's really sad now. But okay.
Yeah, sorry, Bush.
But by the way, you see here you did a really nice masking job there still at the bush. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, at least something.
Let's see. Look at those curves, but it's missing some added sun rays.
Yeah, Ronald. Hi, Ronald. Glad that you made it. That you made it.
It's your boy.
Ronald is one of my.
It's your boy.
Ronald is one of my boys in the stream.
What up, Ronald?
Yeah, the sun rays are missing. Sometimes we like to mess around with sun rays during my stream.
So Kiki says that she would have loved to see this in black and white, and I agree.
Yeah.
I could have gone that way.
Yeah.
There's a lot of details in this.
Really nice contrast. And detail contrast is quite crispy. We are again on crispy.
Crispy.
Crispy is the word of the year.
Yeah, it is. At least in the Light 10 Academy. All right, so you can see
so
little
crispy,
mistakes.
I say crispy on my stream too a lot.
I think you got me saying crispy, bro. I think you're the one who got me saying crispy.
It happened. And you see here again, you have again this weird yellow fringe sometimes on the building.
Where is it?
I have no idea how up to the right corner. I think you can see it. Don't know how Capture One adds this, or maybe it's just not removing it.
Yeah.
If you go a little bit up, there it is.
Up here?
Yeah, you see it on this brown thingy. You could see that there's this yellowish.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a small detail. Maybe Capture One isn't just as good as the Adobe software.
just ain't as good. Yeah, they've got the I actually didn't even use the purple fringing, or did I? No, it's because I have it on a different layer. There we go. Oh no, I didn't even use purple fringing. I mean, it's probably not gonna even make a difference, but because it's yellow, right? This is what we needed to get rid of, yellow.
Yeah, it's funny that it's called just purple defringe.
Yeah, because that's usually what it looks like, right? Is with regular defringe or whatever, the purple. One thing I noticed though, if I could do this again, I would layer mask this right here. I would layer mask this because these stones are getting blasted by light, and it just to me it looks a bit too bright for me. Like I would have loved to kind of play more on the contrast of these stones because they have it with these little shadows and the grooves and stuff. So like So like, let me just lower it here real fast. Let me see what that does.
So you might have maybe improved the contrast on them a little bit, getting in a little bit more detail there, because I think this is the one leading line into the image. These stones, this zigzag pattern in there, and if you improve it a little bit, that would
what I just did, it improved it big time. Look at this.
Yeah.
Just like a tiny bit down with the brightness. Whoa. Could it be that Adobe Auto applies a chromatic abrasion profile in Lightroom? Possibly, Brian. Possibly.
That could be, yeah.
Guys, how do you like this music, by the way? It's like perfect, right?
I can't hear the music. I want to hear the music.
You're on the call. You're on the call. Okay.
One small thing I recognized here too is you wanted to straighten up the image and rotated it a little bit.
Oh, did I over rotate my shot or what?
You rotated it a little bit, and now the small tower in the background is not straight. I think my attention draws into that. That's a little bit leaning to the right. So that's something that, if you're really into the details, then or it depends where you see the horizon, of course. But for me, it would be something that that draws my or would be annoying, itching in my head.
so the thing for me, the reason why I leaned it, well, I guess the reason why I did it like that is because now that this spire is straight, this right here went a little off a little. So like when I hit the undo, now this to me, in my eyes, is straight, but now the spire is leaning. So watch me go back and forth.
It's always the point where you focus on. I think it's always, if you look on really the horizon or more the straight thing or in the background, it's definitely on you and on the taste there. And Liam, don't be afraid. You don't have to know all these terminology. Just try to describe it if you don't know the words for something.
Yeah, okay.
I'm even struggling with some of the English words for stuff.
Real quick, I need to give a shout out to Shu here in the chat, because Shu does an amazing job on his streams teaching really well and stuff. And so if you guys want more of this, you guys definitely gotta follow him and follow him, because he's all over it, man. I appreciate you bringing clarity to the chat, Shu. I appreciate that. And Liam, amateur, lots of terminologies that I don't use. Hey, don't even worry about it, bro. We're all about growing here, man. That's why we're doing this, bro. I mean, I'm learning a lot from Andreas here, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, and sure, you're telling stuff I don't even know. I'm just pretending to be on your way there.
I'm not going to give excuses to the teacher here on stream, because I submitted my assignments. These are my assignments. It's done with. But if I could have spent a lot more time with it, there's a lot of things that I would have done different. Like I would have given more love to the bush. I would have adjusted the crop better. And then up here too. So like I said, I would have done a layer mask on this a bit differently, because the sun's hitting this a bit different than up here. So when I lower the brightness, this is all good and fine. But then up here, these kind of got real dark. So now these are fine, but these are bright. So little things like that. I'm not sure if it's on my end, but my stream got really laggy the last minutes. I'm not sure if it's on your end or on my end. Okay.
So I don't see what you're doing at the moment. Just to let you know.
It's okay. I was just going back and forth between brightness and stuff like that. Shall we move on?
Let's move on. Yeah.
Okay, we got two more to go.
Yeah, that's with that one. Yeah, 2 more to go. Let's hurry up, because you're all waiting for the judging. Of course, we're talking way too much about the details.
All right. So this one, I was really excited to edit. So Andreas shot this ISO 100 1/400 f/5.6 with his 24-70 lens at 46 millimeters Nikon D600, and this is in Bali, Indonesia.
Bali, yeah.
Twitch breaking up, stuttering for anyone else? Oh man, are we stuttering?
For me, it's the same. Okay, so it's not on my end only.
The ads buffered. Frick, man. What's up with that? Okay.
So I sent you my edit of this one too.
Got it. Let's show yours.
I edited this one live on stream together with Ronald. We had quite a lot of fun with that one.
Twitch issues. Oh man. All right.
Yeah, Twitch can't take us down. We will do that. So the delay is really far away now, I think.
Okay, so here is Itchey's photo. I'm just gonna take us off real quick so everyone can see the beauty and majesty of this place. It's a Twitch Itchey? Okay. All right, Twitch, get your act together, buddy. I appreciate it.
So
Thanks,
this was on Bali. It's a waterfall. Can't remember the name.
Okay.
But it's a nice place, very touristy place, and of course I tried to get some different angles on that, so I went a little bit more far away to take this photo.
Yeah.
And on my edit, it was important for me to somehow get the details into the waterfall, and preserving all this haziness close to the waterfall.
Yeah, the mist from the water.
Yeah, and I would actually say that the mist from the water is on your photo nicer than on mine. I like it more on yours. Something I did too, I don't know if I think I didn't add a vignette on that one, but I tried to keep the foreground really crispy and get into the
there it is again, boys.
Background.
It is crispy, man. Look how detailed everyone is.
I should improve my vocabulary. I should get some more words.
No, it's all good, man. Crispy's the word of the year. We're getting an emo says crispy, so no worries. So you shot this at f.5.6. So I mean, look how detailed and sharp this is. It's even at 5.6. It's really nice. I mean, you can see the guys. You can see nip, guys. Is that bad? Is that against TOS?
Don't zoom in, otherwise you get banned.
Okay. Awesome. Look at the lifeguard tower. Welcome back, Brooke. How are you doing, Brooke?
And yeah, so this was one of the photos where Ronald and I got crazy, and you might not see it that much, but we added some sun rays in there, just some really slight sun rays, because we were...
Wait, you edited sun rays in here?
We added, a little bit to the left. So we just added them, and then we thought, oh, it looks okay, so why not keeping it in there?
You dialed back the opacity or what?
No, there's actually in Luminar, so in Skylum software has an add-on for Photoshop. It's called Luminar. Yeah. And you can add sun rays by using it, and we experimented with that.
That's pretty sick.
Because sometimes early in our morning we do some crazy stuff during my stream. Okay. That is maybe sometimes not the most intelligent stuff, but yeah.
Austrian's gone wild. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But let's
ready for the reveal.
Let's switch to your photo. Yeah.
All right, let's do this. So here's the before, the raw file, and where's the slider? There it is. Sorry, Andreas, I had to move you over. Here we go. Here's the after. Here's the after. Before.
So you're after. I think I have it opened. Yep. So I think on yours you can really see that you used some presets.
Oh yeah. I went preset heavy, man. I didn't look back.
You got crazy there with your presets, but as you said, the mist in the background is really still there, and I like that somehow the presets are with what you did. All the details on this rocky wall, with overgrown rocky wall in the background, got popping back there. So you see them better. You see that it's really in the jungle.
Yeah. Oh, we're in the jungle, man. Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's touristy jungle, but it's still somehow jungle.
Yeah, I mean, you can remove all those guys, right? Or is that possible? Can you completely remove all these people well? Or
Yeah,
would it look weird?
it should
I think
be,
you could do it well.
Should be possible, but sometimes I do that, but sometimes I tend to not changing the reality to something that it wasn't.
Yeah. Okay. So nice slow reveal there. Hold the suspense. Yeah. So what I did, guys, with this shot, let me switch back to the editor here, and let me bring up our guest. Let me bring up his cam, and then. So what I did is let me go to the layers here. So okay. So I split it up between two masks, and so I did the foreground mask right here. How's that mask job there? And then here's the background. Okay, so so what I did, look at, I got the people half in a mask and half out. That's so weird. Anyways, so my main goal was I saw these lights, and like Itchy did with his edit, the light is coming through here. Is hitting all these people here on the pool below, and so that's kind of what I wanted to highlight the most about this image. Like I said with the other image, like when there's shadow, or like if we got sun coming down this way and then we got stuff here, it's going to create that shadow. So what I did with the foreground is I really kind of ramped up the darks and the shadows on it, and then I masked in like where the so right here, this is really sloppy. The mask ends right there. Right, so it was just a fast little mask. I missed this area right here, but any of the greens that were like facing me, so like right here, I had to cut it off because the wall wraps around, so I had to stop at a certain point. But now I've got the mask here where I brightened it up and made it extra crispy, and so I brought the highlights down so I can save the whites in hey, two away from 300. That's cool, man. Then
we need more followers for TLD.
Yeah, we will take over with the 300 Spartans. I like that. But I also, so of course, like with every edit that I did, wait, where'd you go? I added presets, of course, and so this preset was for the background here, and then this preset was for the foreground, and I warmed everything up. I'm gonna get you last. Hey, I appreciate that, Liam. No need, bro. No need. So there, that's the cool thing with a caption one is, man, you can fade in that layer of your preset, and the same thing here. You can see it completely change, yeah. And then the last thing I did with this image was when I added the preset for the foreground, it turned everything down here green, and that was not nice. That looked weird, and so I just went in there with a brush, and I brushed in. Look, I missed that spot. I brushed in a little mask that literally was desaturate green. That's all it was for, and so it did the job, and it took all those greens out of the water and stuff. So it made the image look normal, a bit more normal than whatever. So
water is still a little bit greenish. So, but yeah, of course, this step you took was a good one.
Yeah.
Overall, I would say on this photo, it's really cool edit. It's a movie-like edit, so it's like you have a color grading like for a movie.
Yeah. All right. I'm a humor shoe real fast. He wants the yellow desaturated to -66. So let's go. And green to 20. Let me and then this right here. Let me fade that back in here. So that's that. I can see, man, there's a lot of yellow taken out for sure. And the green's pumped up big time.
Yeah. So overall, I would say it's a really creative edit. because it's more. Of course, it's not into the.
Luminosity. Sorry. Whoops. Let me go back. Bailey Audrey Official. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Okay, lightness.
I think now you have the 300.
Lightness. There we go. There's the lightness, the luminosity. For sure. Thank you so much, Bailey. I appreciate the follow. What up, Nick? Me and Little Brit.
Cool.
You guys are at the same waterfall.
Did you go into the water there? Because when I was there, it was quite kind of dirty. Didn't want to go in there. It was rain season. So I like the movie style you added to the photo, as I said.
Wait, what the frick? Oh my gosh. Sorry, Shu. Hold on, bro. I completely messed up my stuff. Okay, sorry. It is layers. Go down here. I'm such a rookie at capture one. Let's go. Okay. Took the saturation to 0. Lightness 20. There it is. Sorry, Shu. So sorry. Immortal Falcon. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome into the Lights Out Academy. You guys are welcome. And Liam, dude, I appreciate that, man. There we go, Shu. Got your lightness to 20. Got your saturations, yellows to -66. I like the green treatment. It definitely brightened it up. Big difference.
Yeah. Because you see again on your curve that or on your histogram that the small gap to the lights.
The small gap to the lights.
So on your histogram, it's again like on the other photos that you tend to darken the highlights a little bit.
Yeah, anytime I see a lot of jungle green, I think it's always fun to mess with greens and yellow sliders. Whether that's saturation or lightness, you can really change the vibe of the whole shot. No, I appreciate that, Shu. And kind of like what Itchy was saying, with this, I really wanted to bring down the shadows and stuff on these greens, just to kind of more highlight this area right here in the yellows. But in the future, I am definitely going to be messing with the lightness and stuff like that, just because I haven't really been doing that, and that made a huge difference with the greens, with the jungle greens, for sure.
I think the difficulty with greens or with plants, for example, it's just
not in the man bun today, and it's being held down by my headphones.
No man bun. You were lazy in the morning.
Yeah.
Got to bed too late.
Whether that's the saturation or lightness, you can really change the vibe of the whole shot. Yeah, definitely. Later, my dudes, love watching y'all edit and discuss these edits. Hey, Kiki, have a good one.
Hi, Kiki. So my struggle with the greens is always the greens of plants is something you have in your mind how it looks like. So as soon as you change them,
Sven?
you could make your photos suddenly look artificial. So on this point, it's something you know how the green of a plant looks like. If it's oversaturated, you immediately know the photo is oversaturated. If it's undersaturated or more to the bluish tone, you directly know someone edited this photo. So it's like the same with the sky. You know the color of the sky. If you mess around too much with it, you know suddenly that someone did something with this photo, I think.
Yeah.
But it always depends what mood you want to achieve with your photo in the end. And it's definitely totally on your inspiration, how you want to look, how you want your photo to look like.
Whoa, where did everything go? Whoops. What did I just do here?
Whoa, what happened?
Okay, there we go.
Now, okay. Yeah, I see it.
Okay,
Yeah, so
guys.
I like the shot. Overall, on this one, I like it a lot, and all this movie style is really nice on this one.
Yeah, I appreciate it. This is what Andreas is saying, super crucial. For instance, it's pretty hyped to turn plants teal bluish. That's the flavor of the month. Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, like, this is like the style. Like, if you look at my Instagram, it's definitely changed up. The colors are definitely changed up, and it's not because I don't know what grass looks like or the sky looks like. It's just because that's what the flavor was this month. Like, that's what I want people to eat. You know what I mean? So go for it. You know. But yeah. So So as we go on to the next photo, I've got to say this. Teacher, go easy on me, because we went long yesterday.
I saw you struggling.
We went an hour longer. On my mind was I need to get off so I can have breakfast with my family, so I can get to work, so I can do all these things. And so if I was actually gonna edit it again last night, but I fell asleep. I was so tired. So here we go. Have at it. So let's do the before and after here. So here's the before. And let me open up the window for the viewer. And all right. So here's before. Real hazy, smoky like. I don't know if there was like a fire or something, but it definitely had these brown hues here and stuff. So like I said, I really went for it. I really tried. I know I could do a much better job if I had more time. This was more like a Hail Mary. I threw the Hail Mary up, and unfortunately, I'm not Aaron Rodgers, and I'm not going to make those kinds of shots. So, all right, Itchy, do you have an edit of this one that we can show?
Unfortunately, not.
Okay.
But I can give. If I have some inputs here, maybe. I think you got lost in the details here.
Okay, let me reveal this real fast. So here's the before, and here is the after. Notice how shadowy and hazy this is. And there's my edit. All right.
So, should we start with the positive things or with the negative?
Hit me with the negatives. Slap me in the face with it right now.
Yeah, you can see that it was late in your stream. You somehow messed around a lot with the layers, and you can see these glows around the mountains there. With the brush tool, you created them, I think, and then when you adjusted this layer, you messed up the other one, and then you used maybe the wrong layer.
Yeah.
And you can see this here a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is with no.
And
let me show you guys my sloppy layers here. So we'll press M here.
What I would say here is that the sky doesn't fit to the lower part of the image. So the blue friendly sky doesn't fit too much to the lower part.
It was definitely hard because when I masked in certain things and I lightened it just wasn't working at all. So like I said, man, if I could hit this again, I would completely scratch this all and then go for it again. But it was fun. It was a huge learning experience for me because I mean, just because. As you can see, man,
my tip for you on this one would have been don't get into the detail with your brush there. Just use a gradient, you would use a filter on your camera to select the sky, because I think you would achieve a quite nice result with that, and you don't need to mask every peak of the mountain. It's enough if you just work a little bit with gradients here. Okay. Because of course with Capture One and Lightroom, you're limited to your masking there in the details. So sometimes you have to do some rough things to not mess the photo up sometimes, maybe like with these glows around the mountains.
Yeah. Yeah, these light, and what he's talking about glows is this right here. This was something that tripped me up a lot. That was hard to, at least for me at the time that I had was hard to get rid of. And then this right here was annoying as well. Let's go back to the before and after, because right here in the before, you can see how dark this really is, and to be able to pull that out,
yeah,
you know, check the histogram. I mean, it's pretty dark. So to pull it out, that's why I use that other layer mask and stuff. So let's do this, okay? Let's completely start from scratch here. How's that?
What I like about it is the green color you got down there.
Yeah, I've got the JPEG. So let me pull up the JPEG real fast, and then I can pull it up. But then I've got it completely reset in Capture One. So let me see. Nope, it's on Discord. In the Dropbox.
Don't you worry, it's okay.
Okay. So let's just play around with this, okay? So if I up the shadows a lot, there you can pull it out, see? But then I'm at 100, okay? So I'm at 100 on the shadows. You guys can see.
I would say add a gradient from below to up, and then one for the sky. I think that would be enough.
From lower to up, okay? So these were just like
from lower to up, and then one gradient for the sky. And I like it how it looks already now, because it's really sunny and it fits totally. You still gotta get in the details.
Simple. Okay, empty layer. So you right click, new empty adjustment layer, and then click the gradient. And where would you start the gradient? From here at the peak or what? Or at the top here?
Yeah, I think from the horizon somehow to low, yeah. If you want to select the lower part, just try around a little bit how it looks naturally, I think. But yeah, I don't want to make you now to restart from the beginning.
No, it's okay. I already deleted all the edits that I had on here. But I like I said, I still have the JPEG we can look back on. But I wanted to do this on stream. I think it'd be really cool just to kind of go through it on stream. Because if I took another stab at it, you know, this would be maybe something I would look at and try and do. Just because you can see these rays coming through, which is really cool, which I really wanted to highlight. And so, yeah. So already, I mean, that's already killer. I mean,
what I liked about your edit was that you removed this bluish haze as always from down there, and got it into the greens like it is in the mountains there. Everything is green.
So I just adjusted the white balance on that thing. That's probably not the best way to do it. But what up, Cal? Or you can go in there on your gradient mask, and you could just desat the blues if you wanted, but it's gonna affect the image quite a bit. So I mean, not too much, but I can add a little bit more desaturation of the blues. But there's that. Take a sip of hot water. It's hot. Thanks, Cal. I appreciate that, man. Okay. Okay. So how about this? Let's do the opposite. Okay. Let's. Can I copy this? Okay. Let's do it. Let's do this. New adjustment layer. Copy the layer from adjustment layer 1, and we're gonna invert it. So now it's the sky coming down. Okay. And so now we got this layer, and Andreas, here we go. We're gonna bring down the highlights and stuff so we can make the clouds crispy.
Now you're using it on purpose, the crispiness.
Oh yeah, dude, it's stuck in my mind right now. I can't get crispy out of my brain. Okay, there you go. How's that, man?
Don't see it yet. Yeah.
Christian, you are back.
Yeah.
Welcome back, sir.
Welcome back. Yeah. Somehow it fits better together. The overall image for me fits better. So the top of the image fits to the lower part of the image. I like it. So I think it really helps you if you have a straight horizon like in this photo, to think simple by experimenting with the gradients then.
Yeah. So here's what it is. So what really tripped me up, Andreas, was getting in there with the adjustment brush and trying to brush along the mountains. And here we have, honestly, for me, I feel like this image is miles better than the one that I had. And I have it. Let me pull up the JPEG just so I can show you guys the difference already. Like I said earlier, I was just throwing presets in for fun, just because I can. But this already, no presets. I haven't even really adjusted the color other than desaturating the blues, which was really reflecting here on the mountains in the back. Oh my God, dude, I'm embarrassed. This photo is crap. Let me show you guys. Okay, so this is the edit that I turned into Teacher.
What? The photo is crap, you said?
Wait, not your photo, my edit. My edit is crap. Okay. All right. Desktop. Let's open up this puke again, guys. Night and day difference. This has more mood.
I think it's a good thing. Yeah, but you see especially in the sky and in the clouds, you also got a little bit messy with the brush then, and you have these purple tones going on there.
Oh, we got messy.
But it's a good example that sometimes you should take a step back and think just, did I got lost in the details now, or simplify it somehow?
I totally agree, man. I mean, if anything, I'm the one learning the most here. Like like I said, I was thinking about going back and editing it last night, but I love being able to edit it with you and then like to get your feedback and stuff like that, and how simple it was just to use a quick little gradient tool to do that with, you know what I mean? And then if I want to get a little cheeky, I who's that? Prod, this is Itcheytwitchey, bro.
Itcheytwitchey.
If I want to get a little cheeky, I could add a little zest.
Cheeky is always good.
Let's add a little zest here. Right click, add a new layer. Let's go to layers, right click, copy mask. Let's do adjustment layer 1. Okay, so now that's there. So we adjusted the layers a little. It brought a little blues back, whatever. And now let's do a layer for the sky. Let's do a layer for the sky. Ooh, I like that one. This is so bad. Okay, right click, add to new layer.
You're getting crazy again. But it's good to use all these presets if you have them. Just try to use them as you want.
And just fade it in. There you go. Nice. There you go. Nice and faded.
Back to crazy. Crazy is good.
Okay. So still way better than what I turned into you. Right.
I like it, yeah. I like it.
Why do I have Alaskan Malamute? Save that.
Sometimes you have to use some not so perfect examples to learn something out of it.
Yeah, totally, man.
It's not so perfect because it's always some matter of taste if you like it or not. So I cannot say it's a good one or a bad one. It's just a matter of taste in the end.
Yeah, my matter of taste. And so this one, I feel way freaking better about this edit instead of this one, because you can see a lot of the shadows lit up, clarities and stuff. What up, Connor J?
Hey, Connor. Nice to meet you here.
Yeah, nice to meet you, sir. All right, so teacher.
So
what's the final grade here? What do you give me?
So I would use some kind of Austrian judging here, or giving grades to my student.
Okay.
Because here in Austria, it's like this. Especially, I would use the system from our primary schools.
Okay.
We don't give numbers as grades here in primary schools, and also not letters. Our students here, they got just feedback. So they got written feedback in their grades, what they should improve on and what they're good at. And
wow.
Yeah, basically that's how it works in primary school, so that you don't compare yourself with numbers. It's more like look at what you can improve, and that, I think that helps you more than just the 1, 2 or A, B, C or something.
Oh, okay. Well, this whole time you've been Austrian grading me, right? Grading me by the Austrian way, giving me good feedback.
Of course. So you won't get any A, B, C or 1, 2, 3. I just gave you through all this thing my feedback already. I really like what you did, because somehow
good system for sure.
You used this software for the first time, and you experimented a lot, and that's what it's all about. Playing around with photos, experimenting. Saw all this motivation of you to create them to work on them as good as possible, and you did a really good job there. And I think that's also the thing. You want to tell your community, or we all photography streamers want to tell all our viewers, just do what you want and have fun with it. And so basically that's what you did with the photos.
Yeah.
Because in the end, it's all about the taste there. And I mentioned you maybe sometimes didn't see the details, sometimes you got lost into the details. It's just somehow then in the end to find the balance when you have to go into the details and when you just do it a little bit more rough.
Well, dude, I totally appreciate it, and I appreciate you trusting me with your RAWs. I'm going to delete these off my computer to give you some peace of mind. But you can keep them and put it on your wall, and no way.
But don't sell them.
You know,
Just put it on the wall.
The one that I love is this one. This is definitely got to be my favorite. Even though these ones, the Indonesian ones are the runners up for me. But no, dude, this was like such a cool experience. And one thing within our community, guys, and everyone in the chat, I don't know if this is good or not, but we like to encourage the exchange of RAWs, okay? And so what that means is you don't have to exchange your whole photo shoot or your money makers, okay? Keep that for yourself. But if you got shoots like this where, like Andreas said, he's out here in the Vienna mountains and he's got this extra image.
You didn't listen to me. So in Vienna there are no mountains.
The Alps.
These are the Austrian Alps. Yeah, it's more to the west
Alps.
of Austria.
Sorry, not what I meant was in Austria. But I mean, you got a RAW laying around. Like I've got RAWs laying around in Hawaii, in Maui, that I don't mind sharing with you guys. And so in our Discord channel, we have this thing called the RAW Exchange, and this is a place where you guys can exchange pictures. And so like if you drop one in the channel, you know, just drop one. Okay, you don't have to do like 10 or 20, blah blah blah, just one or two that you think people would enjoy. And so this is the start of a new week. Well, actually it's Wednesday, so but yeah. And then every week we delete all the files so that we can just start fresh, all right? And then we're not going to keep all your files out there for the world and stuff like that. So if that's something that you guys want to do, then definitely do it amongst yourselves within the community. And then once you're done editing, just post those in the your photos section here. One other thing too is if you want to do something like this, where you come on stream and we can edit and do this, there in your Bolt rewards, if you go down, there's a little section there's a little reward that says edit my photos. Okay, that's where you send me in a PM raw images to edit, and then and then you come on with me on stream, and then we can have a conversation like this, okay? And
I didn't do that.
you're not supposed to tell him. But no, so I've actually got one coming up, and Mr. Sakure actually did that, and so he sent me these raws already, and I'm freaking out because I've never edited shots like these. Like with Tristan sent me those photos of that model that he shot with his camera in Germany, and that was cool. But again, these types of photos I've never shot, so I'm really anxious to get started on them, which I'm gonna get started on them tomorrow. So I'm gonna edit these tomorrow, and then Mr. Sakure, we're gonna schedule a time with you, buddy, and you're gonna come on stream with me, and then you're gonna critique how bad I did or how I did. So that's the whole thing, man.
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, Liam, someone drop one now, so it shows up on stream. Nice. Upload one. Yeah, dude. So just go for it, and you know, and within our community, we do our best to. Bro, thank you so much, Liam, for the Twitch Prime.
Yeah,
I appreciate that so much, man.
But it's so much fun. So I can tell you, just use your bolts for that, because it's really great to see Aaron working on your photos, to see a different angle someone has on your raw files, how he works.
Was that helpful for you though, Itchy? Did that help? Like, I mean, does that like inspire you to try something new or whatever?
Yes. It definitely inspired me in trying
to not do what you do, right?
even more directions as I'm going already.
You're like, yeah,
it's really nice.
I've been doing the right thing. I'm not going to do what Aaron did at all.
It's really nice to see that you have a complete different eye on or different view on my photos than I have. You have a complete different inspiration on the photos, and that's so much fun to watch. Just having your photos on stream and seeing what this weird Hawaiian guy is doing with them.
Weird Hawaiian guy. I'm not even in Hawaii.
While he sings songs.
I just live in Hawaii.
While he sings songs.
I just live here. I'm flown here. I wasn't grown here. Okay, so that we got that going on, Raw Exchange. Itcheytwitchey, thank you so much, dude, for doing this. It was really fun, and for you guys, I got to give him another shout out. So he's on in Austrian time, so if you happen to be up when he's on, check him out. But I will say this guy is like just completely humble, and you guys can leave him on autopilot, and he will just talk and explain.
I'm just talking all the time.
And you just watch it like a TED Talk, and you'll love it. So, but he's got awesome stories of his travels and stuff like that he does. And
sometimes I'm eating my breakfast. So if you mind about that, you shouldn't join my stream.
All right, man, dude. Itchy, it was awesome to have you on. Chat, give it up for Itcheytwitchey.
I appreciate you for having me here. It's so awesome to be on your stream, and also watching all days, and to see how much effort you put into your stream and to your community is so inspiring all day long.
Yeah, man.
So thank you to you, and I think that the lights should be all on you, because you're doing a really great job with the TLDA Academy.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man, and we will see you again. Hey, what about this, Itchy? What do you think about this? Would you be willing to edit 3 or 4 photos from me, and then I bring you on?
Of course. And then you drop into my screen.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
Drop into my stream, or we do a stream simultaneously.
We can do both.
If it works with the.
I think we need part 2 here. and stuff. So I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in Discord. But I think that'd be really cool.
It was definitely fun talking to you with real voices, because it's somehow a little bit weird to just talk to a chat. Yeah, and it's really nice to talk with the real voice, getting actual answers like this.
All right, man. Bro, Itchy, it was awesome to have you. Chat, give it up for Andreas.
Thank you again.
Is it
Thank you,
nighttime for
Jack,
you or
also
what?
for all your expertise.
Is it nighttime for you or morning?
Nighttime, so 12 hours into your time, so it's 6:49 here.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Okay.
So I will definitely watch the rest of his stream. Can't wait for another song.
Gee. All right, man. Auf Wiedersehen. Is that how you say it in Austria or what?
Yeah, you could just say tschüss.
Okay. All right, man. I will see you later, bro.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye, see you later.